You are watching ESPN Cricinfo Match Day. It's the mid-innings at the moment in the game between Delhi and Hyderabad. Delhi batting first have got 129 for 8, all thanks to some lusty blows there by Akshar Patel right at the death. 23 not out he got for his team earlier in the day. Shreyas Iyer held one end up with 43. 2 wickets apiece for Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Nabi, also Siddharth Kaul picking up 2 wickets for Hyderabad. So the target there is 130 for Hyderabad. Ajit Agarkar, Brad Hodge joining me. Ajit is looking at the average total on this ground. It's 170. Clearly not on a pitch like this.
Yeah, tough pitch. I think although Delhi would feel they could have got another 25-30, try and get to that 150 mark, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough attack to face on this pitch. It's a tough attack to face anyway. But on this pitch, it's even more difficult with Nabi and Rashid Khan both bowling in tandem. So they'll be, I mean, Sunrisers will be very happy. Delhi a little bit disappointed.
Ajit says about 25-30 run shot. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even when it's an average pitch, you think that as a batting unit you can still get to 150. So yeah, they'll be disappointed with that, the Delhi Capitals. I don't think they play particularly well at all. Having said that though, this pitch is well and truly suited to the Sunrisers Hyderabad. I mean, they've got great flexibility in their bowling unit. Return to form for Bhuvneshwar Kumar as well. But there's the spinners, particularly dominated Mohammad Nami 2 for 21 and Rashid Khan with his usual economical brilliance. Yeah, tough work for the batters.
All right, for those of you who are watching us on our Facebook page, do send in your questions. I'll try to put those questions to Brad and Ajit. Ajit, we'll start with how Hyderabad started. Once again, Nabi with the new balls doing the job for them.
Yeah, just bowls with great control, and that pitch is just ideally suited. I mean, it's not that easy for any spinner to bowl with a new ball and to control it against some good players of spin. I mean, the 4 Indians up top that he has to bowl against. Look, it's not a great pitch. I think that helped as well. Otherwise, his ground's not big enough. It can be a bit tricky for a spinner to bowl, but he's making it difficult. I mean, it's a good problem for SRH to have that Williamson's out, but he's making it difficult to ignore him now with 2 performances in 2 games. Delhi again, sort of short of confidence. I mean, Brad was telling me off air. I mean, we were just chatting, and he said we should have gone a bit harder in that first 6 when the ball was a little bit harder. Which, again, when you don't have the confidence after that collapse, you maybe second guess yourself a bit.
The one who always goes hard after the ball is Prithvi Shaw, but then he got out pretty early. We're taking a look at Nabi's number against left-handed batsmen, and he did exactly that which he's been doing up until now. Get the wickets of the left-handed batsmen. This is in T20 cricket across different leagues. Excuse me, in 2019, and he's done, as I said, look at that difference between how he bowls to the left-handed batsman vis-a-vis the right-handed batsman. He's picked up 8 wickets there and a great average as well as a strike rate for him. He did exactly that today, Brad. Clearly they had their plans in place. Hyderabad picked up 2 crucial wickets of Shikhar Dhawan and then Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, he did. And look, they're also fantastic figures against right-handers as well, with a economy rate of just over 7. I mean, that's the great thing about this SRH side, where the flexibility of leaving out quality players, Stan Lake, Williamson, and flexibility of Mohammad Nabi, Shakib still sitting on the fence. So they've got great flexibility, and that's what enables them just to tinker with their side, just 1 or 2 moves. And they're all good players. I mean, they're all international champions for their countries, and so it's not surprising they come in and deliver. Yeah, I sort of thought that as a batting unit, Delhi, if you see a pitch like that, you can't expect your back-end team to come in and perform and score at 8s, 9s and 10s at the back over. You needed to create a great platform with that new ball coming on.
One, you needed that platform. Once that didn't happen, would you want to have more faith on the likes of Chris Morris and Sandeep? He's batting at number 7, and you're sending Tewatia up there. Clearly not too much confidence in his batting ability.
No, I think it was more a gamble. If Tewatia can get them a few runs, maybe even a 15 or a 20, just to have a little bit of momentum shift, because at that point, Shreyas Iyer got a 40 odd, but looked like playing through the innings there. Wasn't easy, obviously. So I think Tewatia was just a gamble. Didn't come off today, so I'm pretty sure that Morris would bat at number 6. Otherwise, in that order, but couldn't pick Rashid Khan, even though he was there. Hit a couple of decent blows. It's a tough pitch. There's no There's no two
Okay.
ways about it. But you need to find a way to get to a pass score, which Delhi haven't.
All right, we're getting plenty of questions with regards to the Delhi bowling, especially the spinners that they've got. Brad, I'll throw that question to you. Lami Chane, can he have any impact? Can he save the day for them?
Certainly, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the problem is that they're only chasing just over 6 runs and over. So, if they had found themselves to 150 and you're pushing, just over mid sevens and stuff, that could be a real challenge. Now you can just sit on him and limit his damage. So for me, he's going to have to pull out a really good performance. Akshar Patel as well, who hasn't been great with the ball in this tournament so far. He needs real matchups. He needs the bowler right-handers, so he can find that matchup. He'll be certainly valuable. And Tawatia is pretty good as well with the ball. So, look, they've got options there.
Yeah.
They've got some match winners that can actually get the job done here. It's just whether they believe that they can get inroads into Davey Warner and Bairstow early. I've got a feeling they'll come out and absolutely try and flog it early.
Will they be able to do that? I know they love to get on with the innings, but on the pitch that you have right now, would you rather be more cautious here?
I think they'll play the natural game, at least exactly what Aji was saying, at least with the new ball. When the field's in, you try and put as much pressure as you can, because it is only going to get difficult as the innings progresses. And also just flatten Delhi a little bit. If they get off to a decent start, even if it's a 20-30 run start, it'll just take the wind out of Delhi at the moment, who are anyway struggling. It may not be the easiest of chases because Delhi do have the bowlers. But not enough runs.
Okay, Nikhil Gopal Krishna wants to know, has Delhi missed a trick not picking Amit Mishra? They went for Tewatia, I guess more for his batting abilities. That really hasn't worked for them.
Look, looking at the pitch, probably. Yes, I think Amit Mishra, when he actually played, did pretty well. So, look, Tawati is not the worst either. So there's plenty of flexibility in that bowling unit. They've got, a finger spinner, 2 wrist spinners, so it's enough. Tawati also and Aksa bring in a level of fielding to that unit as well. So, look, you pick a side and you expect that everything goes well on the day, So you wouldn't expect them then to walk off the fence with 130 on the board, which was actually looking a little bit dire than that even. So at one stage they're going to struggle to get to 115. So, look, I mean, Amit Mishra, quality performance, maybe. For this particular pitch, for sure, he would have been a danger.
The one thing, at least or whatever we saw in the first inning, it seems that way. There doesn't seem to be a lot of dew, which then won't change the conditions too much. If the ball gets a little bit damp or greasy, then it plays into Hyderabad's hands. But doesn't seem to be the case right now.
Okay, there's a question from Asad Liaquat. I'll throw that question to you, Ajit. He wants to know that Delhi has a lot of star players in their ranks, the likes of Dhawan, Lami Chane, Colin Munro. But are you satisfied with Iyer's captaincy?
Very new to the job. So to pass a judgment on someone after 2 or 3 games, leading some real international stars in that lineup, so can't be easy. I haven't thought about it, to be honest, at this point.
Maybe a few more games later.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they had that one win, obviously super over. I think Delhi have been in positions to win another couple of games that they've thrown away. Today will be a good test with 129 on the board to see if they can make a match of it or make it really difficult for Hyderabad, and captain will have to make some good changes. So today's a good game to watch out for.
All right, Nikhil has a question. The pitch is looking difficult as it is. If you make inroads into the SRH top order, then do we have a game on our hands?
Well, yes, but they've actually
But there's a big if.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure you're getting past Davey Warner and Bairstow at the moment. I mean, you're going to have to play well, but from what I see, they've got some pretty good players of spin in that SRH side. Mohammad Nabi himself in particular. You got the power of Yusuf Pathan, Manish Pandey. So, look, they seem to have a lot of the bases covered. I just don't think that this total is going to challenge them at all, to be honest. I think they'll do it quite comfortably. They're in a pretty, sort of boisterous mood about their game. They've been scoring 200s. I think they're just in good shape.
Okay, as Brad says, doesn't look like it's going to be very, very difficult for Hyderabad to chase that total. If you look at this ground as well, such low totals really haven't been defended. If you take a look at 140, below 140, no team has ever been able to defend that low total. So clearly numbers also not helping Delhi's cause. Below 140, this is 130 target. Below 140, no teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's also makes, I mean, even though the pitch might be a little bit difficult, it's the size of the ground. So if you're in, I mean, if you're chasing even 7s or 8s and over, if you can get them if you're the batsman. It might have been a bit more difficult for Delhi, but I don't think it'll be that difficult for Sunrisers if they don't really do what Delhi did in the previous game.
Right, okay, we're completely out of time. Thanks so much for joining us, gentlemen. Brad Hodge, Ajit Agarkar. Live action's already begun. Now we'll see you at the end of the game. It's a small total for SRH to chase.